JD, you've been a big defender of MVS amidst all this the whole season. He's been kind of getting called out, obscured by fans, just pretty much basing his play on the money he's making. Some fans feel that his contract kind of hindered us maybe making a play to a DeAndre Hopkins type of guy because we have MVS making $11 million on the roster right now. Mm-hmm. His play obviously has limited his snaps. That's why he wasn't out there coming out the bye week. I think it's a big deal. The fact that coming out the bye week in the first quarter of that game, he was not in that rotation of receivers. He and Sky Moore. But then when his number is called at the end of this game on a big play like that, something that he's pretty much made his money from being that deep threat in Green Bay, and he comes up short on that play there at the end. What is that? As a former player, what do you think that says about his confidence right now? And it's not good. At all.
No, that's tough. That's tough just to deal with. Obviously, because the fans are upset with it. You're upset with yourself, and I know how he feels. Nobody wants to drop the ball, let anybody down. Okay, the best thing the team can do is just rally and pick him up. Because look, we have MVS. We got him. Okay, this is who we have for the rest of the year. And our thing is, we got to do what we can, put our arms around him to try to get him better, to get him paid. Look, I said this before. MVS, he's not going to catch volume but balls. He's not. He was supposed to be our deep threat receiver. I could probably count on one hand how many deep balls we've seen him, actually get, like chances like that, right? Of a deep pass, like actually in the middle, like a run at a post. Maybe two that I've seen in the last few weeks on something like that. And I said on one hand. So, like I said, we don't have a consistent deep wide receiver threat. We just don't have one. We don't have one. And he should have been the guy. We paid him $11 million to be that guy, right?
Just to be that guy.
Yeah. That's like when you come in, I knew what my role was going to be. Okay. Hey, JD, we don't need for you to catch 80, 90 balls this week. We got this, curly head joke over here, Tony Gonzalez, okay, who's running on his toes to do that. All right. We need for you to fold up some defensive ends and linebackers. Okay, cool. I got it. I understand my role. I could do that. Okay. Same thing with MVS. Hey, MVS, we need for you to get over the top of safety or run past the corner and go for a deep route and get a deep ball. Go up and go get it. Cool, coach. I got it. And it just seemed like, I don't know, for the first half of the season, like nobody knew what their role was going to be. And I get if a coach is sitting over telling you, like, hey, look, we want your role to change. We think you could do more, okay? We think when you was up there in Green Bay, you was a gadget guy. They just run deep routes. But we think you can actually catch about 67 balls a year, right? So if they were telling him that's the reason they paid him $11 million, okay, now I want to count a man's money, okay? But the thing is, this is a performance-based business. It's a performance-based business. They pay you based off your performance or perceived performance. That's what it's going to be, pure and simple. So if you're not getting that, everybody's going to question, well, where's the money going? Right? Is he worth this and that? My thing is this, man. And look, I know how hard it is to play NFL. I really do. Okay. The other guys on the side get paid too. You understand? They really do. But there's got to be a point where something has to turn on to you to get better, stay at the practice, make deeper balls. Like, you should be catching at least 25 deep balls at the end of practice with Patrick Mahomes. Or not just Patrick, another quarterback just throwing you deep balls. Just work on it if that's going to be the case. That way the coaches can see it. You can just work on it. You can work on your confidence there. And I just hated that he dropped that ball. I really do. I hated that he dropped that ball, because I know how he feels about things like that, man. So I just want to pick him up. Come on, man. MVS, look, it's still a long season. It's still got a whole lot of games left. You can still get better. You really can, okay? You didn't get to come up with it this past game, but we're going to need you, okay? Hey, we need you to pay $11 million. We didn't pay Justin Watson $11 million to do your job. You understand? We paid Justin Watson, what was it, $3 million? Okay?
Yeah.
Justin Watson's supposed to be the reinforced guy. He's not supposed to be the main guy. But if he shows up, then so be it. He has to show up. So, yeah, is that the state of where we are? Man, it's just so much there. It's just so much there. So, go ahead, Tate. What do you think?
It must sting even worse for MVS to drop that ball rather than, like, if Rashee Rice dropped that ball, right? Because Rashee Rice is a receiver that does so much for us. But when that's like MVS is pretty much the reason why he's here, and drops that ball for the one reason that he's here. Like you can't really redeem yourself, MVS, other than catching another deep ball for the most part. So if you're not catching it, it's like a home run hitter who can't hit home runs anymore. It's like, well, then you're not here for your 220 average. Like, you're not an all-around good hitter who can't hit home runs, but you still steal bases. You still get on base. Like, that's all you can do, and you can't do it anymore. So, yeah, it's rough. And yes, by the way, that Justin Watson, that was the season high for receiver targets, and that's the second most targets by anyone on our team this entire season.
Really?
Yeah, Kelce only beat it once. I think Kelce had 13 in a week. Other than that, that is the second most targets anyone on the Chiefs has had this season.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.